In order for me to properly express how much this game actually means to me, we're going to have to take a journey. A trip through the flow of time, for that matter. Now, this trip may be hard for you because some of you weren't even alive back then, so I ask that you equip your thinking caps and trust that me and Celebi will take you to the place you need to go. A place where the days felt brighter and the possibilities were endless with a creative imagination and the help of your friends. Okay, so picture this. The year is 2005. It's a beautiful Saturday morning in the middle of September, and the warm fall sun is shining through your window to awaken you to the day. But the second your eyes shoot open, there's only one thing on your mind. You must rush down the hallway, run down both flights of stairs, and flick on the telly as quick as you can, and pray to God that you made it in time.
How many eggs can I make you this morning? You want 2 eggs? 1 or 2 eggs? 1 egg. 1, 2, 2 eggs?
Can't stop thinking about Pokemon? Pokemon Advanced Battle. Season premiere Saturday, September 17th on Kids WB.
I just need an answer.
Oh, I'm unbeatable. Walking down the sunless highway, nothing but my friends beside me. I'll never give in, I'll never rest. This battle is the ultimate test. From the earth, the land, the sea and sky. They never win, but they sure can try. Oh, my unbeatable Pokemon Advanced Battle! Judge my karaoke as much as you want, but regardless of what you say, that intro was a banger, and if you were a 1990s baby, or even an early 2000s baby, chances are you were singing that shit too, and I'm sure your childhood ritual looked exactly like mine did. When I was the ripe age of 4/5 years old, I got my first whiff of Pokemon, and from that day forward, I was addicted to that shit like Asians on rice. But regardless, the stage has now been set. As you guys can obviously tell, this game means a great deal to me, and call me a little overconfident. However, with the deep, vast history that I have personally with Pokemon Emerald, I was convinced that maybe this time around, this would be my perfect one attempt run at the Nuzlocke. It's been real. It's been real. We're dead. We're fucked. It's over. Okay, so that dive music must have slapped as a kid because it made me completely forget about the entire week that I spent struggling against Liza and Tate. And embarrassingly enough, I'll admit it, I called my cousin and begged him for help because there were no guidebooks back then. So with great anticipation, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to attempt number 2 of the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Wait a second, there's no candy back here.
2 days later.
And so after our mother took a devastating defeat in the custody battle, she kind of just decided to take us anyways. But don't worry guys, it's all legal in the world of Pokemon. Come quick, your father's on the news! Just kidding, I ain't ever letting you see that man again. He left us, he replaced you! Kill all men, kill all men! But if there's any silver lining at all, we're next door neighbors to our childhood crush. Maybe things won't be so bad in the ending. After exiting the entrance of Little Root Town, we run into a man being attacked by a Zigzagoon. It ends up being the professor, and he ends up gifting us our starter Pokemon, Skipper the Mudkip. With Skipper on our belt, we continue on to Route 103 where we take on our very first trainer battle in May. After spamming A couple times, we make our way back to the professor's lab. He thinks of us almost as a son, and he gives us a Pokédex and Pokeballs to help us get away from the abusive parental situation we've been brought into. After receiving supplies from our trusted adult, it was finally time to set off on our journey to find our father again. On our way to Petalburg City, we found 3 encounters. On Route 101, we got Poochyena, which we named Ed. On Route 102, we found Lotad, who we named Meyer B. And last but not least, on Route 103, we had the opportunity to catch Pico. No, I failed the encounter? Are you serious? After trudging through torrential downpours, devastating blizzards, and the harsh heat from the sun god himself, I finally arrived home to my papa. But it appears I was too late. Papa, why did you replace me? Why did you replace me with this green hair pussy? Fuck you, Wally. Papa, why? Fuck you, father. I hate you, father. I'm gonna collect all of the badges and gonna become the Pokemon champion to prove you wrong.
Yo, what's good, Jit? It's me, Scott. I just heard that crash out on your dad. Pretty gnarly dream you had, kid. You're gonna need some pretty man hands to do that. Anyways,
Go with the flow, kid.
good luck.
After our declaration of revenge, we encounter a Meryl on Route 104. I forgot to buy Pokeballs. Fuck! And while traversing through the Petalburg woods, we encountered a Wurmple, which we ended up naming Ma, because we like to gamble. Ka-chow. You know your boy's out here. And last but not least, on our way to Rustboro City, we encountered a oh my god! Oh, you're a dirty fucking thief! And I beat his fucking ass too. After finally arriving at the Rustboro gym, we have our team set with Skipper and Meyer B as our main sweepers for this gym badge. And as you can see, it went pretty quickly. On Route 116, we catch Sky the Tailo. On our way to get our Rustnuff encounter, we run into a man who's in distress because someone stole his Pico. It's you! It's that fucking thief again! Skipper, kill. After taking back Pico and the Devon Good, the old man offered us a ride on his yacht, and before leaving the cave, we ended up capturing Dr. Dre the Whismer. In order to thank us for recovering his package, Mr. Stone made the wise decision of giving a 12-year-old a cell phone, but he also gave us another task of tracking down his autistic son and giving him a letter, with the only description of that he's fascinated with rocks. And while leaving Rustboro City, we were challenged to another battle by our neighbor May, and because now our team is very diverse, it was a wash. It's time to crash out. Yeah. And what do you know, the old man kidnapped me. He's speeding it. On Route 105, my dad tried to make contact with me. Son, where are you? Please help, I'm so scared. Give me that shit, pussy boy.
Listen here, I'm gonna make your son my fucking bitch. I'm gonna treat him like a fucking woman.
No, please don't throw it in the water. I just got it. After being shipwrecked in a storm, Pico saved my life and dragged me to Dewford Town. After entering Granite Cave, we came across the HM Flash, as well as our brand new friend Sentimaru the Makuhita. While stumbling around the dark, we also came across Steven. Open it up! What does the letter say?
Dearest Steven, Daddy and Mommy love you very much. However, that cannot be said for each other. That Ekans of a wife tried stealing all of our corpse funds, and she was seeing the Moo Moo Milkman. Regardless, I am writing this to tell you that we're getting a divorce, and you'll be staying with me because the lawyers slammed her in the custody battle. I expect to see you home soon, your beloved Poppy. P.S. I attached some of your favorite rocks. Also, we have a way better bond than that kid that delivered the letter does with his dad, so try to be nice to him, champ. It says my parents are getting divorced, and my dad definitely doesn't love me either. Oh, I know. Let me give you my phone number because both of your parents hate each other.
Come here, Brawly. It's Spanky time. Ooh, Spanky time. Next up was to challenge the gym leader, Brawly. And while Sky and Moth set us up for potentially the easiest gym badge of the century,
I decided to fuck around and find out with Meyer B.
That ain't it. Goodbye, no death attempt. And goodbye, free win condition. After finally bagging Brawly and putting Meyer B down to rest, it was finally time for us to move on to our next encounter. As for our Dewford one, we ended up catching a Magikarp that we named Karen, because
them bitches be raging.
After that, I got on Pico's back and he carried me all the way to Slateport City. That's right.
After that, I got on Pico's back and he carried me to Slateport City.
After finally arriving at Slateport City, it was time to deliver the Devon Good to Captain Stern. However, when I arrived, some very familiar faces appeared there, which leads us into this next unfortunate scene. Now, if I'm being 100% brutally honest, I didn't even want to have to record this part of the video. However, unfortunately, we're here. We're talking about the evil organizations of the region. And for this game, there was actually two of them. You got Team Magma and Team Aqua. When you're a kid, you think volcano, tsunami, Groudon, powerful, Kyogre, drown everybody, ooh, tidal wave, rip Japan. But when you replay the games as an adult, you kind of realize Maxie and Archie are really just climate activists. Editor side note for those of you that don't know, Team Magma's goal was to make more land, Team Aqua's goal was to make more ocean. And when you look
real close at the region, you start to wonder, Archie, you greedy ass motherfucker. The region's already like fucking 60% water. Like, you're already winning, bro. Maxie's understandable. Hey, maybe we don't want to fucking have to ride on a boat for half of the journey. I fucking agree with them. But yeah, yada yee, yada yay. I don't really know where I'm going with this overall. Regardless, I'm only gonna really go into depth with these guys if they actually kill one of my mons. Otherwise, you're just gonna kind of see me cruise past them because, I don't know.
After leaving Slateport City on Route 110, we have a faithful encounter with one of our good friends, Sergio the Electrike. Welcome back to the roster, friend. While rushing down the route, we encounter May for another rival battle, and like I mentioned before, because of our highly diverse roster, shalap! And right as I was gonna go challenge the Mauville City gym leader, it's you. I'll fucking kill you, Wally. But yeah, anyways, Watson's honestly like one of my favorite gym leaders from the anime. I thought that Electrike episode was really, really sweet. But unfortunately for him, I picked Marshtomp. And I myself can vouch that Skipper committed a Marshtomp. Wow, that pun did not hit. With our third gym badge secured, it was time for us to get some brand new encounters. On Route 117, I redeem myself and catch Ball the Marrow. While passing through the Fiery Pass, we catch Numel, which we name Hump Day. While traversing through Route 113, we capture Slugma, which we name Lick My Balls. On Route 114, we end up capturing a Seviper, which we name Fang. Last but not least, while stumbling around Meteor Falls, we encounter Zubat, which we end up naming Batgirl. While exploring, we run into strange red-cloaked men that have a fascination with the rocks on the ground. I wonder if they're autistic, just like Steven. Hey, we're not retards, we're scientists! The Crips were there too, but that's not important. After Team Magma made off with the Meteor, it was time to activate one of my favorite scenes of all time from this game, right next to the dive scene. I always had a lot of love for the Mount Chimney mountain climb, just because of the Ruby and Sapphire Let's Find That Pokemon book. I always thought that drawing was always really well done, and it always just burns brightly in my brain for some reason. But nonetheless, it was time for us to climb Mount Chimney and confront Team Magma. Unfortunately, I went into the Maxi battle a little under-leveled, and because of that, Sky had to fly high. That motherfucking piece of shit. He finessed me. Remember? That's not... okay. I'm being fucking... I got critted too. That's so bad. After that unfortunate loss, it was time to get some new encounters. On the Jagged Pass, we ran into Machop, which we named Togi. Holy shit, and after arriving back in Lava Ridge Town, the old lady at the hot spring gave us a Why-Not egg, which we ended up naming Kaz. And finally, with all of our encounters out of the way, it was time for us to challenge the next gym leader, Flannery. And if you've played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at all, you would know that Azumarill is an absolute raid boss killer. So when it came to taking on this fire-type gym leader, I figured that Azumarill would be enough for the job. And then I also had Marshtomp in the background in case anything went severely wrong. At this point in the video, we're now successfully breaking through our very first recording session, and it also marks off halfway through our journey. And while some people might be feeling relieved, I'm not. This is where we actually have to lock in and start trying, because for the first 4 gyms, they were kind of free. Now I actually have to use my brain. With our next batch of encounters on Route 111, we run into Baltoy, which we... Yo, what the fuck's that noise? In Mirage Tower, we run into Shrew the Sandshrew, and at the very top, we end up taking the Claw Fossil for ourselves. In Rustboro City, we restore said fossil and get an Anorith of our own, which we name Ripper. But with all that planning finally complete, it was time to fulfill a step towards my master plan. Father, I've come for revenge. Jeez, you just don't get over shit, do you? Script aside, when it comes to Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke runs, Norman is considered a notorious hurdle for Nuzlockers, finishing off lots of people's winning attempt runs. As for my strategy for Norman, we brought Mighty Anna and Sentimaru with fighting type moves in order to deal with the normal types, and for that sick bastard Slacking, you can call me a coward if you want to, but I ended up going with the Protect Toxic Stall just to avoid any unknown variables. How could have I lost? I don't care if I beat you, Dad. This is just a stepping stone. I'm gonna become the Pokemon League champion, and you're gonna get back with Mom. This is for Gohan! On our way to the Fortree City gym, it was time to make some quick pit stops.
Oh, hey there, Hoenn. That damn grandson of mine won't stop fucking mining crypto, and he's taking up all the watts from my gym. Would you go down to the power plant and flick that shit off on him? I want his fucking hardware cooked.
While we were down there, we also found a magnet. On Route 118, we found Tentacool.
Ruh-ruh, Reggie. Runtie.
Hey, it's me, Steven. Wasn't that fucking sick? Have you seen any cool rocks since I saw you last? I hope I see you again. Bye! On Route 119, we ran into a Zigzagoon, which we ended up naming Zigzag. Those strange water scoundrels were holding the Weather Institute hostage. With the help of Centauro, we ended up clearing those thugs out. The scientists were so gracious after. They ended up gifting us a cast form, which we ended up naming Cloud. After clearing out the Weather Institute, it was time for another May fight. Hey, wait, where are you going?
Damn, kid, you really beat that bitch's ass. You sent her running crying. Didn't your dad ever tell you not to beat up women? Oh wait, did you say your dad stopped talking to you? Later, kid.
After arriving in Fortree City, Steven gives me a brand new pair of glasses that helps me see the mystical wonders of the world.
He's a fucking lizard!
And with this help, we happily catch Camo the Kecleon. Next up, it was time for our showdown against the 6th gym leader. Winona's Altaria, with its dragon typing, was going to provide additional challenges. So, in order to compensate for that, backtracked to Route 106 and ended up acquiring Pico for ourselves. We also went to the casino to gamble for Ice Beam. However, this is a Pokemon video, and I feel guilty promoting gambling to kids. With our preparations complete, Winona was a breeze. Magnet took down Swablu, Sergio made quick work of Pelipper, Pico used Ice Beam to take down Altaria, and Hump Day closed out by taking out Tropius and Skarmory. Oh man. Another one bites the dust. With our 6th gym badge finally acquired, it was time for us to get some more encounters and then continue on with some more plot lines as well. On Route 121, we capture Oddish, which we named Weed in honor of Scott. On Route 122, we caught a Whalmer, which we named Moby Dick. On Mount Pyre, we catch Zipper the Shuppet, and then after climbing to the summit, we run into those dastardly thugs robbing some elderly people. Damn it! That stupid scientist robbed the elders before we could! Scallywags, we're pulling out! Oh, thank you so much for saving us. Have this magma token they left after robbing us. With the help of the gift of the old lady, we use the magma token and follow it all the way back to Rigid Pass, just because Maxie crossed the line jumping the elderly. However, there's also another thing that we have going on in the process. Right now, our next encounter, we're going to try to get a Graveler, because it's going to help us take out the 7th gym leader, because unfortunately on our first attempt, they spanked the fuck out of us because we thought we were too good to use self-destruct spam. And Roxanne, I want to go and bomb Japan. Like I said, it's over. Please be Graveler, please be Graveler, please be Graveler. What's good, boys? What's good, boys? What's good, gang? What's good, gang? Wait, is he just gonna use Explode on me? That would really suck. Oh, fuck! Well, thank you for being the most tanky person alive, Azumarill. Holy shit. So as you can see, it didn't go too well. Oh, Groudon, how I've waited for this day. Your lustrous, beautiful red skin. Please, rise, Groudon. Activate with your magnificent lava body powers. What? Groudon! How could this be? Wasn't the blue orb enough for you? This stupid meddling kid, you've ruined everything! All of my hard work with this cheap stunt! To be honest, personally myself, I always really liked Maxie a lot. I always thought he was a hell of a guy. But when I found out that he was robbing old people and jumping children, bro, that was it for me. He was officially my favorite fucking character. Unfortunately for him though, I picked the water Pokemon and he got his shit cooked. And with that distraction out of the way, it was time to jump back to Lily Cove City and battle our rival. Okay, come on, let's be real here. You know we shit on her. With Team Magma and Maxie's dreams crushed, their involvement in the storyline honestly disappears from here on out, other than just being like a relevant side character that's like, oopsie poopsie, we shouldn't have done that. But with Maxie's dream being over, it leaves more room for Archie's dream to be fulfilled.
Yes, my good people, according to my calculations, we will be able to traverse the sea floor and see the wonders of Hoenn.
Hello, scallywags! We're here to steal this mighty fine vessel of yours.
What's that noise?
Nobody can stop us now. That's right, load this shit up, get us the fuck out of here now.
No, how could this be? My submarine, my dream, everything I've worked for the past 20 years.
After all that being said and done, we fell for Archie's rage bait and followed him all the way back to Lily Cove City. However, once we showed up, man just ran again. I don't know what he wants from me. Finally, we made it back to Moss Deep City to take our redemption fight against Liza and Tate. Now, if you watch the stream, you would know that when I finally got to these guys after talking so much shit, the twins grabbed me and spanked me into oblivion. This time around though, I was not going to take the high road. I was not going to use my ego. I was not going to be too above the explosion attack. I was going to use self-destruct, and I was going to drop these motherfuckers as quick as I could in any method possible. If I have to be honest, I think one of the most outrageous parts of all of this is that in the actual anime itself, they made these characters act so incompetent, but the second you play them in the games, they would just slap the fuck out of you with a smile on their fucking face. Let me start out the plan. We start out this battle with Zipper and Beyblade, and we immediately let it rip by using self-destruct. Ideally, both kills would have been perfect. However, securing the KO on the Calm Mind Zatu, as well as providing one-shot range on the Claydol, made for a massive first turn. Following up, Zipper closed out with a knockoff attack. Unfortunately, Pico's Surf was hitting like a squirt gun, so we had to change up the strategy a little bit. We switched over to Zipper and Mighty Anna just to get some damage off with our Dark type. Yes! Fuck yes! A crit! Let's go! Let's go. Fucking easy. And luckily, we managed to get a crazy crit. And then with Solrock isolated all alone, it was finally time to just bite and surf spam with the crash out queen herself, Karen. Boom. Fuck you, you stupid dumbass kids. Fuck you, dumbass kids. Stupid dumbass fucking kids. Well, I made my feelings apparent. Yes, sadly, we did lose Claydol. However, in the alternate universe, which was actually just attempt 1, we lost our whole fucking team, so it's a we take those. With Groudon escaped and Maxie unable to fulfill his dream of creating more land, he decided to pursue his next probable option, robbing SpaceX. Get the fuck away from me, you stupid peon. We're gonna steal a motherfucking rocket. Help me! You're gonna take the moon ride! At the request of my best friend, Steven, we team up as the 2 strongest trainers in Hoenn to protect Elon Musk and his rocket. With badge number 7, Dive was unlocked, and it was time to chase down Team Aqua and continue on with the storyline. Yo, hold up. I just love this music so much. Let's just sit here for a second. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I found that underwater cavern so fucking easily. Hahaha. Isn't it beautiful, Hoenn? My dream? To drown all of Hoenn in a tsunami? Well, sorry kid, you better brought your floaty, cause it's over for you. It was not over. Wahaha, it doesn't matter though, it's too late. With my red orb, I can help Kyogre activate. Kyogre, it's time to crash out. Wahaha, wahaha, wahaha. I win, huh? Why? Why? Hello, sir? It's me, Team Aqua Grunt 67. I'm reporting from the surface. It's raining a lot. Yeah, no shit. That's supposed to happen. We're trying to make more water. It's raining a lot more than we thought. Sir, we're fucking drowning. Archie, you greedy bastard! Hoenn already has too much fucking water as there is. What do you mean, Maxie? Everything's gonna be fine. Relax. Y'all are just being a little Oh. Maybe Steven was right. Yeah, then they're literally like, oopsies, we shouldn't have toyed with nature. Oh. Yeah, like the thing is like, I think Maxie realized at the ending that he was making a mistake. Yeah, Archie never gave a shit. On Route 126, on our way to Sootopolis City, we capture a clam pearl, which we name Ore. After that, we continue our race to Sootopolis City, but unfortunately, I was too late. Oh my god, it's my mom and dad, they're fighting. Stop fighting! Stop fighting right now! Stop it! Stop fighting!
It's just like my mom and dad in the kitchen back when they used to drink a lot. Look what you did, you imbecile. Why did you piss them off? You sick piece of shit. And now you're crashing out in front of the gym. I can't even go for my badge during this natural disaster. What if the world ends after this? What if there's no gym to go for after this? What do I do? What about me? Putting $100 on Kyogre FanDuel? Dog, if it's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, you just lost $100. Bro, Groudon goes beast mode when he's primal form. Oh man, these guys are fighting like my parents. Listen, Hoenn, I know you're having a PTSD moment right now, but I want to show you something special. My other friend's rock collection. First my parents, now the legendary Pokemon. What am I ever gonna— Silence, peasant. Don't cry in my chamber. You're uglying the rocks. Now tell me, chum, what has you so glum? The Pokemon are fighting, aren't you worried? What? God, no. I know of a third legendary Pokemon, a mythical green sky snake. Now go, climb the pillar in the sky and summon him here. Hello? Hi, sir. There's some really bad people that have started a catastrophic event, and the legendary Pokemon are gonna destroy the world, and we need your help. Hello? Mr. Dragon? Okay, that's it. Wakey, wakey! Ah, what the fuck? This is fucking bullshit. What kind of motherfucker comes into another person's house, started ripping alarms in their fucking ear? Fucking stupid ass motherfucker. Look to the sky! It's hope! It's the green snake monster! It's... Oh my god! It's the guy! Yo, everyone shut the fuck up and chill out. My bad, gang. Sorry, man. You damn pussies interrupted my fucking gooning sesh. I think we need to have a heart-to-heart here. What the fuck did you think you were doing on that little-ass island? Get the fuck out of there, brother! You fell for the rage bait like Ace! Kyogre and Groudon both flew off to who knows where. The weather in Hoenn has returned to its normal state. Haha, maybe what we were trying to do was something small, even meaningless, to Pokemon. You're a fucking idiot. I can't believe it. That's it. That's it. Pikachu, get my fucking gun. With that story plotline out of the way, we ended up catching Jewel the Sableye inside of the Cave of Origin. After a long journey, it was time for me to finally take on the 8th and final gym leader, Hoenn. And with him being a water type specialist, we came in prepared. Magnet used Spark to take down Love Disc and Celio. Weed took down Wishcash the Earthquaker using Petal Dance. Centauro used Vital Throw to take down Crawdaunt because of his Dark type. And as you can see, we used Ripper to Poison Stall on Kingdra just to be safe, even though, as you can see, we didn't really need it. That's the poison! Later! No deaths. No deaths. That's all the gyms. Huh, what a chill guy. Honestly, Juan wasn't even that bad. Wait, why are you taking my phone? Wait, huh? Okay, whatever. Ah! Oh my god. Juan keeps women in his basement. He's the Andrew Tate of Pokemon. I'm calling the police. After reporting that dirty criminal to the proper authorities and finally having all my badges collected, it was time for me to finish off my final preparations before taking on the Elite Four. And the first step in that list was rescaling Sky Pillar to capture Rayquaza. I mean Cypher the Sky Dragon. Hyun's just like, oh my god, my chat wants me to scam the Nuzlocke bet. Haha, wah! Hentai, play that banger. Y'all ready for this? And with that little detour out of the way, we finally arrive at Victory Road. And when we go inside of the Poke Center, we run into a very interesting scene. Oh, hey, is that Scott? Fuck, this stupid bitch won't let me smoke inside. I'm so fucking over there. Oh, hey, Hoenn. This bitch won't let me smoke inside. I'm fucking getting out of here. I need some fucking nicotine, man. Wow. After finally making it to Victory Road, our final encounter of the Nuzlocke was Aaron the Lairon. However, while continuing our trudge, we were stopped by an encounter. Wait, stop right there. I heard that you were trying to take Dad back. I won't allow that. I'm gonna defeat you, Hoenn. Honestly, whenever I play these fucking battles out and they're like getting really heated and shit, I just imagine like a little Asian kid on the fucking piano just going like...
Regardless, Wally was an easy fight, other than the one exception of me underestimating Garnivore and unfortunately paying the cost of losing Ed.
Okay, yeah, we forgot about Future Sight. That's awkward. What to do?
Sorry, Wally. Unfortunately, you're gonna grow up to be a fatherless child. With us finally escaping Victory Road and arriving at Evergrande City, it was finally time for us to prepare for the final showdown. As you saw from before, my chat demanded for a Rayquaza sweep of the Elite Four, and while I'll be totally honest with you, there's definitely some footage of me just completely ghost riding it with Cypher. I knew that we were better than that. So together with my team of Karen the Gyarados, Sergio the Manectric, Humpday the Camera, Weed the Gloom, Jewel the Sableye, and Aaron the Aggron, it was time for us to suit up for battle and show them what we're made of. Jumping right into the action, our first opponent was Sydney, and as you can see with some of our Pokemon not being the greatest of options, if any of them die, the run fails. Now you may be asking yourself, why did I bother giving you all that information? It's because there's this little thing called foreshadowing, and I did not use my brain during this fight. Humpday used Earthquake Spam to take out Mighty Anna. Humpday then used Eruption to take out Shiftry and Cacturn. Sergio used Thunderbolt to take out Crawdon and give Humpday a little bit of breathing room. And last but not least, we threw Humpday back in to suffer a little bit more where he almost died, but luckily we Earthquake spammed our way through it. I'm not gonna sit here and try to pretend there was a strategy to this. Next up was the Ghost type trainer Phoebe, and to be completely honest, she was probably one of the easiest to prepare for, just because she literally has 2 sets of repeat Pokemon. Jewel used Shadow Ball to take out both of her Dusclopses, Sergio used Thunderbolt and Thunder to take out both Bayonets, and then last but not least, we sent in Humpday to manpower his way through and take out their own Sableye. I'm gonna spoil it now, we use Humpday as the sacrifice for a lot of these battles if we don't think we can win off sheer type advantage. Well, you guys saw the easiest to prepare for, now you're gonna see the easiest to beat. PETA's gonna hate us because Sergio just went straight into the Arctic and started clubbing the fuck out of some seals. Celio and Walrein became extinct, and then we also brought Aaron the Tank into the Arctic and he just started launching missiles at Glalie. For the first 3 generations, they just loved putting Ice-type Pokemon in the Elite Four for some reason, even though they were super frail until later generations. But with all that said and done, we made it to the final Guardian of the Champion Chamber, Drake the Dragon Tamer. And as I foreshadowed before, some of our fights, mainly this one, didn't really have the greatest plan involved with it. So it was time for us to show that poser he's not like us. So with a little bit of brute force, and I'd be lying if I didn't say a little bit of luck, we were able to run through Drake. In order to make this pipe dream of a win a reality, we sent in Aaron to deal with their Shelgon. We used Sergio for Kingdra and Salamence. With his insane Thunder accuracy, crit, and paralysis hacks, we were able to shut them both down with minimal effort. And then with the help of Karen's Ice Beam, we sent Altaria and Flygon crashing into the ground. Was my win against Drake deserved? Arguably. But regardless, with that out of the way, it was finally time to prove myself against the Glamour King himself, Wallace the Champion. Just like his mentor Juan, Wallace focuses on mainly running with a water type team. But unlike his mentor, Wallace actually has a team of 6 water type Pokemon, most of them being hybrid water types, making it so in some cases, my former strategy of Thunder spamming with Sergio gets left a little ineffective. Luckily for me though, I said a little ineffective. Unfortunately for Wailord, Gyarados, and Tentacruel, they were swiftly introduced to the lightning god Zeus himself. However, for Wallace's final 3 Pokemon, Wishcash, Milotic, and Ludicolo are notoriously known as Nuzlocke enders. Right when you think you're about to cross the final finish line, one of the 3 will show up and just completely swipe the run out from under your feet. And what was my brilliant Asian calculated strategy in order to get around the 3 of them? It's Gloom. It's Gloom. That's right, I picked Gloom. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even take the time to evolve Gloom into Vileplume. Because I was too lazy to go search for a green shard, we never ended up acquiring a Leaf Stone. So, just like in the state of Canada, beggars can't be choosers. Weed absolutely tanked his way through an Earthquake attack from Wishcash, and then swiftly finished him off with a Petal Dance. Afterwards, when it came to Milotic, I'm not even gonna lie to you, we hit him with a Poison Stall, because fuck you, Wallace, fuck you and your stupid recovery strat. If you're gonna recover, I'm gonna poison you. Also, not gonna lie, we probably could have just gotten away with the Petal Dance. However, we had to secure that thing because Milotic is definitely one of the memorable experiences from my childhood Pokemon Emerald save file. And finally, last but not least, we have Ludicolo. If I have to be honest with you, Ludicolo must have been an alt goth girl because Shorty could not handle her acid and she crumbled under the pressure. Now finally, after all the trials, the tribulations, the battles we fought, the mistakes we made, the lessons we learned, and most importantly, we can't forget the friends that we lost along the way. I can finally say without a shadow of a doubt that we finally made it, the Hoenn Pokemon Hall of Fame. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I saved the region from natural disaster, became the Pokemon champion, and stopped my parents from getting a divorce. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, Hoenn here. If you made it to this point of the video, I just want to take the time to say thank you so much. I know this is definitely considered one of my longer projects, so the fact that you guys sat through it means a lot to me. And while I'm sitting here giving you my gratification, I would also like to take the time to apologize. 5 months as a turnaround for a video is a completely unacceptable amount of time. I honestly don't have a good valid excuse. The only thing I can say to possibly redeem myself is that, as you guys remember from my glaze earlier, this game means a great deal to me. And I originally did do a Nuzlocke at one point, but it was back 5 years ago when I was rushing through my videos and I didn't actually put enough effort into them. So I wanted to give this game a proper show of love by giving you guys the kind of video that I personally would like to make, with the jokes, the script, and everything perfect. I'll be completely honest with you, I was not editing the entire 5 months of this time. However, to ensure that you guys got the best possible quality and the best possible side of me, I decided at the very beginning of this video that I would only edit when I was in the mood to, simply just because you guys only deserve the best. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I can only hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And because I was able to become the Pokemon champion, my parents got undivorced and my dad came home, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Wait, no, Dad, where are you going? But we're not quite done yet. There's still one more battle that you guys are probably wondering about. A certain rock collector. Hello, Hoenn. I heard your parents got undivorced. I guess we can't be friends anymore. When it came to preparing for former best friend Steven, the best thing that we could do was just grab Pokemon that were good compensations for his Rock and Steel type team. To kick off the battle strong, Humpday used Overheat to one-shot Skarmory. Next up, Centimaro ate an Earthquake from Aggron and then quickly finished him off with 2 Vital Throws. But unfortunately, when we got a little too greedy, Armaldo took us by surprise and hit us with an unexpected Aerial Ace, unfortunately leading to Centimaro's demise. Aaron followed up quickly to get the revenge kill, and then with the help of Karen, we put down Claydol. And with the well-placed Iron Tail from Aaron, Cradilly fell, leaving one last Pokemon, none other than Steven's ace, Metagross. And if I knew anything, he wasn't going down without a fight. With the knowledge that Metagross could cause issues for my team, I made sure to specifically select Pokemon that could do damage to finish him off. And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it was a slaughter. Metagross started off his onslaught by hitting a critical hit Psychic attack, which knocked Karen on her ass. He then followed up by ripping an Earthquake, which one-shotted Humpday. With all my attacks falling short and all my plans falling to ruin, it almost seemed as if Metagross was just getting started with my team. Jewel tried her best to stand strong, but unfortunately the immovable tank known as Metagross just plowed through. And with that, Metagross had torn through half of my roster of 6, just by himself. But when it seemed like the last rays of hope were being snuffed out, the Delta Dragon appeared. And with that, victory was mine, but at what cost? Real quick post-editor's note, watching this back with all of its audio and everything the way I want it to be, these jokes are either gonna hit and it's gonna be really funny, or I'm gonna look like a schizophrenic junkie. I'm hoping it's the latter. Regardless of how you guys feel about this video, I don't think I would have ever changed it. This type of video is a style I've picked up from editing lots of different videos over the year, and I think if I had to publish a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, this is exactly how I would want it to go. While I'm fully aware that I have very few projects left in my content creation career, I've said this a million times in this video, but this Nuzlocke is definitely one of the videos that I held myself to finishing. See you later. Love y'all.